it's ups and downs, but for my most part, I wouldn't go back to having a roommate.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta do the work, and I know that my parents don't have it, and I don't have it, so it gotta come from somewhere. You know,
Somebody got it.
Yeah, somebody got it. So I can't go searching. He has to find me. You know. What is this? You find more blessings in your journey than you do getting to the destination.
No, that's what. Talk to me about the transition from living in a dorm with roommates to finally getting your own. Like, was there problems? Like, having roommates, is there like, who keeps something clean? Are they nasty? Are they, how do you?
Right, yeah. I mean, when you first, that's the first concerns when you get a roommate is, okay, are they going to be clean? Is she going to be a hoe? You know, like, how is it, are we going to get along?
She's going to steal your stuff?
Right, you know, like, just all of those. But I was blessed my first 2 years. Shout out to Jonna. I love Jonna. That I had a great roommate my first 2 years of me having my own room all my life to having to share a room with somebody, you know. And then my junior year, I went to the apartments, the campus apartments. And I pretty much had that apartment to myself. However, I had to share it with 2 other girls. But we all each had our own room. And they had to share the bathroom in the back. One girl was nasty. I ain't going to throw her name out there. But she was nasty. But I was glad I didn't have to share my bathroom with her. That was the only thing. However, I did not like how she treated my pots. Like, if you're going to use my pots and pans, I have no problem with that. But I'm going to need you to clean them. Like, if I didn't cook the food, I'm not going to clean up after you. You know, so that kind of issue was a problem. But then senior year, I met my girls, Naya, Redhead Jazz, who we call Redhead Jazz. She's not a redhead anymore. And then Memphis Jazz. Just being able to click with them. I knew Memphis Jazz because of Whip. She had joined Whip the year after me. But just like being able to not really know all 3 of them and we able to really click and get along and have a clean home and all of that. So you definitely have your struggles. Like Ashley, her roommate freshman year was a hoe. And she would tell me stories, waking up, hearing her have sex, and all this kind of stuff. Like, stuff like that, I wouldn't have been able to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wouldn't, not the way Ashley did. Like, I commend Ashley on how she dealt with that. But me, no, it wouldn't have went that way. So, I feel very blessed to have been able to have the roommates that I did. And then, from the transition from that of learning how to share my space with other people and then compromise, you know, to now having my own place. I love it. Like, I love having my own place because I know how I like to keep my things. I know how I like to keep my kitchen. You know, sometimes even last year with us 3 girls, you know, the kitchen is going to be dirty. And it just had to get to a point where sometimes, you know, somebody might clean the kitchen for everyone, or we'll just have to clean up after ourselves or whatever, or, you know, take turns cleaning up, whatever. So those were those moments like that, making sure, you know, who's going to clean the bathroom this week or whatever. Me personally, I'm like my mother. I would rather clean my bathroom than somebody else clean. Because I just know at least when I sit down or if I take a shower, I know it's clean to my standard of cleaning. So now to have my own place, it's just like, I just make sure that if I see anything out of order, I'm like, okay, who's here? What, you know, like what transpired? And then, you know, maintenance people, they have a key. So just making sure they ain't dibbling and dabbling, you know, things like
cameras.
that. Right, setting up cameras or whatever, being cautious of who my neighbors are, making sure they ain't doing nothing crazy or are crazy, you know, like, So it's definitely a transition because it's ups and downs, but for my most part, I wouldn't go back to having a roommate.
Yeah.